Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be reading for all 12 signs for the week of December 14th through the 20th. The biggest cosmic influence this week will be the last lunation of 2025, which is the Sagittarius new moon. We did discuss this energy extensively on Tuesday night. So if you guys missed that information, it may help to catch up. This new moon is very much an energy of forced alignment for those of us experiencing spiritual awakening at this time. Guys, I'm going to go through all 12 signs. I will put timestamps in the description box immediately following the live stream. Please remember, we are multi-streaming tonight, so we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. Diana, first one in. Can you give me a sound check? I know we had an issue with the mic earlier, so I'm hoping we do not have that issue now. All right, it looks like we are good on Facebook. No notifications. Welcome, Vanessa. Sound is good. Thank you very much. It looks like we have a little bit of an issue over on Twitch. I'm just going to try to refresh. And that should do it. All right. All right, ladies, here we go. I've pulled out a few different oracle sets for tonight's reading. I'm actually going to break up the main spread, which we normally don't do. Thank you, Diana. But I will go over all the cards, tell you what they all are, which oracle set or tarot set I'm using. So if you want to look them up yourself. And of course, I'm going to start with Aries. All right, let's timestamp. I love it. 222 for Aries. Aries, please remember this is for the week of December 14th through the 20th. So, last new moon of 2025. I'm going to start out easy cheesy with the energy oracle, and I'm going to pull your energy of the week, Aries, December 14th through the 20th. Guys, please remember I never tell you that these are for your sun, moon, or rising, because I believe that we use all 12 signs. So I do ask that you listen to all 12 signs and you correlate those messages with those areas of your birth chart. Aries just so happens to be my sun sign. All right, energy of the week. We have two cards come out. Goddess of the Moon, number 52, and Man Holding a Coin, number 43. Goddess of the Moon is actually the picture on the box of the energy oracle. It shows this beautiful woman holding up the moon, and the energy is supposed to be about intuitiveness. It's about intuition. Then we also see Man holding a coin, and that energy is about self-worth, how you value yourself, Aries. I do see financial constraints on the bottom. All right. Next, I'm going to use the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and we're going to look at the challenge or obstacle for Aries for the week of December 14th through the 20th. Gentleness and discernment. I'm noticing two cards coming out for each placement, plus we time stamped Aries at 222. So it's very possible that there is an energy with the twos. All right, guys, I'm going to need you to give me just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I do apologize for that delay. Looks like we lost half the room. That's one way to clean it up, I guess, right? Again, my apologies. I started already. We are on Aries. I don't want to lose the twos. I definitely will say we'll need to re-timestamp, but I'm going to keep the cards that I pulled out. Unfortunately, Carson was napping and woke up before his parents could get back. So again, my my apologies. All right, so Aries, let's read timestamp and let's do 1355. I'm going to keep the cards that I already pulled for Aries. The twos were very significant, and I just don't want to lose that energy. I feel like it's going to be very important. The cards were coming out by two. So, Aries, this is going to be for the week of December 14th through the 20th. Sagittarius new moon is definitely a very spiritual, forced alignment energy that's coming in on the 19th. When I started the reading originally, two cards came out for the energy oracle: man holding a coin and goddess of the moon. It's about trusting your intuition when it comes to your worth or your value. And then gentleness and discernment comes out for your challenge or obstacle. Again, we're looking at the week of December 14th through the 20th. Again, two more cards come out. We have playfulness and wisdom is going to be your lesson learned to help you with a challenge or obstacle. And shadow self and choice is coming out for your potential outcome. All right, Aries, I think it's possible. I feel like we just had the perfect example of this. That you are doubting your value or your self worth. It's very possible that you're experiencing some discernment issues when it comes to that situation. It's also very possible that you're being too hard on yourself about whatever this is about, Aries. But I think what this is about is something that you're trying to do that's important to you, and maybe other people don't see it as important to them, right? I mean, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m., and it seems that we've had a malfunction in this household tonight, right? So it's like perfect example of that situation. So whatever this is, Aries, there's going to be this energy of needing to not needing to trust your gut and what it is that you're doing. Have compassion and understanding when it comes to yourself and others. But shadow self and choice says that you're really going to have to stand up for yourself this week, Aries. All right, let's pull a little bit of tarot. I'm going to use the triple goddess tarot, and let's clarify a little bit for Aries. All right, so Eight of Cups comes out for your energy of the week. So trusting your intuition when it comes to something of value or worth. It does say that you're going to have to leave something behind and you're going to go towards some type of completion. The Six of Swords comes out for your challenge or obstacle. It was coming out in reverse. Six of Swords is about being guided by spirit or following spiritual guidance. So I think it's very possible that the challenge or obstacle is you're being distracted. You're being distracted, Aries. All right, lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. We do have a Tower card. And then the outcome, we have Three of Cups coming out. Three of Cups is soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters. Diana definitely just saved me with the notification about our technical timeout. I messaged her to let her know like what was happening. And I was like, I'm going to need like 5 minutes. Please just, I don't know, say something, right? So thank you, Diana. Aries, I think it's just very possible. I don't think you're experiencing any tower moments this week. I believe that the lessons are learned from those tower moments, and you're going to do whatever is needed to follow your purpose and follow your spiritual guidance. I think it's also possible that you could find support and help with soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters, that type of energy. All right, I'm going to use the Light Keepers Oracle for guidance by Kyle Gray. He's put all of the Ascended Masters in this Oracle set. We're going to pull guidance for Aries, December 14th through the 20th. Care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. Cloak of wisdom is on the bottom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And I think that is very significant, considering that the first card out was that Goddess of the Moon card, which is about your intuition. All right, Aries, Moonology to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Don't let your pride get in your way. It's full moon in Leo and a time to give rather than take. It's new moon in Virgo. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Aries. I hope that reading was helpful. I think I'm going to try to keep this pace. I mean, not the delay, but, you know, after we came back, pace. And maybe we can get through them pretty smoothly, hopefully. All right, Leo is next. Let's timestamp Leo 2020. All right, Leo, this is going to be the week of December 14th through December 20th. So the number 20 could be significant for you, Leo. Twos, I feel, were significant for Aries. All right, let's start out energy of the week from the Energy Oracle. 2 cards again. What is going on with that? All right, second chakra, 2, right? And number 12, the Temple Path. So for some reason, the 2 is definitely very significant tonight. The second chakra is your sacral chakra, 2 inches below the belly button. It's the chakra, the energy center where we store energies like shame, guilt, remorse, that type of energy. And then the Temple Path is here. The Temple Path card comes out many times when we feel lost or we feel like we've derailed off the path, or this type of energy. And the purpose of the Temple Path card coming up, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So if you feel like Archangel Ariel is helping you release some type of like inner child wound, right, in that second chakra, then, and if you feel like it's caused some type of delay in your journey, Spirit saying this was necessary, this was needed, and it's giving divine timing type of energy. A broken heart was on the bottom, so it could have something to do with some healing that you're going through, Leo. Leo, you could feel like the healing is taking too long, something like that. All right, let's get challenge or obstacle. 1 card flies out on its own. It's the trust card. So it's like you're struggling to trust that you're on the right path, or that you're where you're supposed to be, or that the time, there's something about time. So it's like you, maybe something is taking longer than you thought it was going to, Leo. The thought card comes out for your lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. So that really just tells me to clean up your thoughts, Leo. Make sure that you're keeping positive thoughts. And then ancestors comes out for your outcomes. So ancestors and the Temple Path go hand in hand. It's like these 2 energies are very spiritually aligned. Remember, the Sagittarius new moon is going to feel, for many of us going through spiritual awakening, as a forced alignment. In other words, it's something that you waited to do, you put off, swept under the rug, that type of thing. And now this new moon is here. In order to help us move forward, it has to be dug up, right? So the rug has to be ripped away, Leo. Divine timing, big confirmation on the bottom of the deck. All right, let's pull a little tarot for Leo. And let's get some confirmations here. The temple path, I think something's taking a long time, some type of healing, maybe healing from a broken heart. I was talking to a family friend of mine who is actually physically suffering from a broken heart syndrome. So I don't know if you guys know about broken heart syndrome, but it's an actual thing. You can look it up, Google it, whatever. And it could actually kill you. It could actually take your life. And I do feel that many of us that go through this particular type of spiritual awakening journey to experience broken heart syndrome. I find that to be like really collective for those of us having this type of awakening. All right, the Six of Pentacles comes out. The Six of Pentacles is about getting help, getting assistance. It's also about balance and balancing things out. So I feel like something is taking longer, Leo, because there was some type of internal balance that was needed. All right, the Trust card, we have Ace of Cups coming out. So that gives me confirmation that the lack of trust is coming from an overflow of emotions. You could be like too close to something or too attached to something. The Thought card is telling you that it's going to be important that you keep positive thoughts this week, Leo, December 14th through the 20th. We do have the Queen of Wands coming out. So Queen of Wands is imposter syndrome. You need to be confident in what it is that you're doing or the journey that you're on. Of course, kindness could also be significant. Queen of Wands. So make sure that you're being kind to yourself, especially landing on thoughts. So understand that you have the wisdom, you have the experience to do whatever it is that you're trying to do or whatever it is that you're waiting to get ready to do. And it's going to be important that you're speaking kindly to yourself, that you're having positive thoughts about whatever the situation is. Ancestors comes out and it kind of tells me what the situation is. I feel like you're, this could be like chain breaker, right? Like you're healing generational curses type of energy. Four of Pentacles is about releasing and letting go. In most tarot, the Four of Pentacles, like for example, Rider Waite, he's clutching onto the pentacles, right? He's holding on to them. There's like one of each of his feet. You know what I mean? He's just clutching with all his might these pentacles because he doesn't want to let go because he doesn't believe that there's going to be more, right? That's the whole point of the Four of Pentacles. Well, in the Triple Goddess Tarot, she's actually releasing the pentacles. She's offering a pentacle out. So it's like not only are you healing generational curses, but this is going to help you move forward in your own journey. The King of Swords is on the bottom, and King of Swords is about mentorship, being able to teach someone something or show someone something. So I feel like it's very possible, Leo, that you're trying to teach someone something or show someone something, and you yourself maybe haven't quite worked your way through whatever this is. I will say that when we are helping or teaching or following purpose, we can only show what we ourselves have overcome or went through, right? All right, Leo, let's pull a guidance card. We have the Gaia card coming out. Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. I think staying grounded is going to be the message there. You also have Chronos, which is life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are being increased, and that is second chakra. So that is going to be pretty significant there, Leo. All right, let's pull. It's definitely giving like inner child healing for Leo. Let's pull Moonology. We have the energy is gaining momentum. It's the waxing moon. and a fiery climax approaches its full moon in Aries. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Leo. I hope that was helpful. I definitely feel like you're waiting for something, and it's giving that energy of right around the corner. And if something took you longer, then that's just that much more knowledge or that much more wisdom that you've gained in that situation, right? All right, Sagittarius is next. All right, let's do 2852 for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is going to be for the week of December 14th through December 20th. You do have your new moon coming in on the 19th. This is the last lunation of 2025, the last new moon. Next full moon, we will be in 2026. All right, energy of the week for Sagittarius, December 14th through the 20th, please. We have all tied up. It's number 23. Bottom of the deck, we do have number 38, fourth chakra. It's going to be the heart chakra. For Sagittarius, this is about communication. All tied up is definitely this energy of being super busy. There's a lot going on. But I will say that many times the all tied up card is a representation of you keeping super busy so that you don't have to acknowledge or deal with something else. So let's keep that in mind as we go forward with Sagittarius. The Grace card comes out for your challenge or obstacle. The Strength card comes out for your lesson learned. And New Beginnings comes out as the outcome. You do have the Release card on the bottom. So I'm going to stick with that energy that I was saying. I feel like all tied up is you staying overly busy so that you can like ignore a problem or not bring it, like not have to deal with it, not have to look at it right now. Tell yourself, oh, maybe you're like, I'll deal with it after the holidays. Maybe I'll deal with it after the new year, right? It's something like this. With grace, it's spirit asking you to give yourself grace. So with this particular card, I'm actually seeing there's this other card in the Magical Times Oracle that shows these swans like gliding across the water, and it talks about like how much work their little feet are doing underneath the surface, but how they glide across the water seemingly so smoothly or beautifully, right? But underneath, there's a lot of work going on to make it look that way. Spirit's asking you, you're trying to make something look a certain way, and Spirit's asking you to give yourself grace. The Strength card in your lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle shows her holding up, it looks like she's holding up the world on her shoulders. This is deep internal strength. This is deep internal wisdom. New beginnings is here. Okay, so here's what it is, Sagittarius. There's something new that's fixing to happen for you. And for some reason, which is interesting because it's Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is normally the sign that is like open to new ideas or new adventures, this type of thing. But what it's giving with new beginnings is like some type of big change. There's some type of big change happening. And we all, it doesn't matter what sign you are, we all sometimes feel uncomfortable. Most times, right? Let's just be honest. Most times we feel uncomfortable with change because we've then got used to whatever we've been doing for whatever length of time, and then that becomes our comfort zone, whether we like it or not, right? We've had this discussion 100 times. So it is this energy of there's some new beginning. It's right on the horizon. Maybe it has something to do with like the beginning of the year 2026, something like this. But there's definitely this hesitancy to be open to this new beginning, as Sagittarius would normally be. So, all tied up tells me that you're purposely doing something to keep yourself busy so that you don't have to focus on this new beginning that is, again, literally right around the corner. So, it's almost like I can't even remember Aries. I'll have to go back. But Leo was right around the corner, and they felt like they've been waiting a really long time for something. It had something to do with broken heart, so like some type of healing, right? And for Sagittarius, I mean, I don't think it's about waiting a long time. I think it's about something's happening really quickly. Maybe it even feels like it's sneaking up on you type of thing. And it's this energy of like, I'm not ready yet. I want to keep it the way it is. I like it the way it is. All right, Triple Goddess Tarot, we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords coming out on All Tied Up, your energy of the week. Four of Swords is a card that talks about redirection. So in other words, you're going down a road, you're taking a certain path, and then suddenly you've been redirected. Suddenly you have to go a different way. The World card comes out for grace. The World card talks about new opportunities. It also talks about cycles closing and new cycles beginning. And I do feel that that is the situation. But I think there's more about the grace card. There's more about you being able to give yourself grace as you're going through these new changes or as you're closing out cycles that you've probably been involved in for long periods of time. The Strength card definitely gave me Leo energy, internal strength. I pull out Scorpio energy instead. It is the Death card, so it is big confirmation. But with her holding that world on her shoulders like that, it's this energy of you've went through endings before. You know that with every ending, guess what? There's a new beginning. There's something here for Sagittarius where you're hesitant of the change because you're fearing that this is it. That there won't be something else. And I mean, the cards say you've already experienced something like this before. You already know that every time a cycle closes out or chapter closes out, something new begins. The Ten of Pentacles comes out for new beginnings. So, Sagittarius, I don't know what it is that you're hesitant of changing or what you're hesitant of closing out so that you could start something new. But the interesting part is that the new beginning is the thing that you've always wanted. The Ten of Pentacles that's the literal meaning of that card, getting everything that you wanted. It's meeting all your goals, gaining all your achievements, everything you've wanted to do. So whatever the fear is, Sagittarius, know that the only thing that the fear is helping, the only thing that ignoring whatever this change is doing is delaying Ten of Pentacles, delaying what it is that you actually want. All right, let's pull some guidance. Keepers of the Light Oracle. I think I called it Light Keepers Oracle at the beginning. Keepers of the Light. We have light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Oh my gosh, bottom of the deck. Are you ready? Kalima, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. All right, let's pull Mythology to close it out. Sagittarius definitely slowing down a process due to fear of change because they've done something a certain way for so long. But it's that fear is literally what's holding you back from gaining Ten of Pentacles, like everything you want. Be bold and make the first move. It's the cardinal moon. Take time to breathe out. It's the disminting moon. Bottom of the deck, ready? Look at the bigger picture. It's the full moon in Sagittarius. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, make sure to tap that like button if the readings are pulling at your heartstrings. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to the water signs next. So we're going to look at Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And this is more twos. Yes, there was a lot of twos in the fire signs. Right, so big yawn right before Cancer. And I had to take a drink of water twice. So there could be something about hydration, being dehydrated. I don't know, something like this. And it's Cancer. So Cancer is like the motherly, nurturing sign. So I mean, this could be you, it could be someone around you. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do 4008 for Cancer. And remember, this is going to be for the week of December 14th through the 20th. Shut my door. They're all fixed up from barging in. All right. Energy of the week for Cancer. Angel of Love comes out. It's number 49. The Thinking Woman is on the bottom, number 47. Someone is overthinking. Someone could be there's something about the thinking woman on the bottom of the deck. It's more than overthinking. Someone could be, this could be you, Cancer. Like you could just feel that someone's not being genuine. That could be why Angel of Love came out in reverse. It could be this energy of you're overthinking something and you need to offer whatever it is unconditional love. It could be something about yourself, but again, I'm picking up this energy of it could be something or someone around you. There's something about being genuine. It's not the word I'm hearing, but I can't even say the word properly. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. What's the challenge or obstacle for Cancer? We have reflection. It does show her sitting in front of a mirror. Lesson learned, we have release. And then outcome, we have the faith card. Dreams is on the bottom, Cancer. I guess I should ask you how are your dreams? Out of all the cards, the release card is sticking out to me significantly. All right, Angel of Love is unconditional love is needed. Reflection, I do feel, has something to do with you looking back at something that you've went through, Cancer. Release is energy of needing to, I don't want to say let it go, but it's definitely an energy of needing to be healed. So in other words, you're struggling with unconditional love or knowing, feeling like someone could not be genuine with you at this time, especially when it comes to a love situation. But that's actually not the case. The case is going to be self reflection. It's going to be something that you went through on your own. I mean, I guess it could be that they went through it as well and they need to self reflect. There's definitely this energy of someone around you, Cancer. It's not just you. Whatever it is, it's like you're going to have to release the wound, the hurt, the pain. Whatever it is you're reflecting on, you're going to have to release whatever caused the pain. Then you have to have faith that whatever it is you want to come in will. Angel of Love is about unconditional love, but it's also giving energy of compassion, sympathy, understanding. The Faith card is giving energy of an inner knowing. There's something you secretly know. All right, let's pull some tarot. All right, let's look at Angel of Love. Again, Energy Oracle. It's unconditional love. The High Priestess comes out for Angel of Love. Again, that's energy of inner knowing. It's also this energy of it's being able to be in the spiritual world and the physical world at the same time. With reflection, we have Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is exhaustion, burdens, but I'm using Triple Goddess Tarot, so it's about releasing those burdens. The Six of Wands comes out with release. It does show children on this particular Six of Wands. Um, Six of Wands is normally a victory. There's a lot of healing with this reading. Whatever you're releasing could have something to do with children, whatever you're having to reflect on. The picture actually shows a woman and two children. The Faith card, again, I got inner knowing. We have Gemini, the Lovers coming out. All right, Cancer. Very possible that you are in a It's more than a committed relationship. It's a bonding. It's something that bonds you together. I mean, could be a Gemini. You could be struggling with your faith in that situation or with that bond or that relationship. But Spirit's saying you have this high priestess energy. You have this inner knowing. You're in tune to your emotions and how others feel. But I think that it's possible that you're struggling with energy around you when the real situation or the real issue is putting too much weight on your own shoulders, um, not willing to lay your burdens, feeling like you have to take care of it now. And all of this could have something to do with that Six of Wands that shows the woman with the two children. So all of this could be like a situation happened in your past, and maybe, I don't know, you didn't handle it well. Maybe you didn't know how. Maybe you didn't have the wisdom that you do today, right? It's something like that. And it's like you're not giving yourself credit for whatever you did in that time and the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained since then. Knight of Wands is on the bottom. It's going to be really important that you keep your faith to whatever the Gemini bond is. And if this isn't another person, the Lover's card is about you choosing yourself, choosing to love and heal yourself. If it is about another person, I feel like it's possible, Cancer, that your belief of yourself, the love that you give yourself, the compassion and understanding that you give yourself, could be what needs to be looked at this week, December 14th through the 20th. Remember, the Sagittarius new moon will feel like a forced spiritual alignment. It's going to cause you to look at that thing that you've been trying to ignore all of 2026. This is the last lunation of 2025. And I said all of 2025. It's the last new moon of 2025. All right, Lady Nada comes out, heart awakening, awaken to your acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. I'm going to read that one more time because that's this whole entire reading. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. That's going to be key, the balance. Lord Shiva Transcendent is on the bottom. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. All right, let's pull Moonology to close it out for Cancer. Expect powerful changes. It's new moon eclipse, and it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. A new start is coming. New moon card would have been next. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up. We're going to move on to Scorpio. All right, let's do 5225 for Scorpio. And Scorpio, this is going to be for December 14th through the 20th. So we do have Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. I'm going to start with your energy of the week using the energy oracle. You have number 24, adjacent possibilities. Again, the thinking woman on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, adjacent possibilities says that you had a goal, but you've had some obstacles fall in your path. The purpose of adjacent possibilities is that we don't give up on the goal. We learn how to maneuver through or around the obstacle, right? So just because something doesn't work out the first time doesn't mean it won't work out a different way, right? Or choosing a new door, or choosing a new route, a new path. Same goal, different path. All right, Scorpio, challenge or obstacle. We have enchantment, dreams coming out for lesson learned to help you with those challenge or obstacles, and healing coming out. Power is on the bottom. Who are you giving your power away to, Scorpio? Okay, so again, having to adjacent possibilities, having to find a different route towards the goal that you originally wanted. Enchantment says you could be getting lost in fantasy, make believe. Um, like it's not a logical, direct path towards your goal, something like this. The dreams card in your lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. It's giving this energy of, well, one, I just heard write something down. But it's giving energy of being grounded, staying focused. The dream is the goal that you have. An obstacle has occurred, a challenge has occurred, and you're wondering, well, do I just quit altogether? The enchantment card in your challenges or obstacle could actually be you losing hope in um, miracles, that type of energy. Healing is what's needed, and it is what the outcome is going to be. Because remember, I said that the Sagittarius new moon is going to be a forced spiritual alignment. In other words, Spirit's going to put your soul on the path where it's supposed to be at this time. And I feel like, Scorpio, it's very possible that you've been running or hiding from some type of healing that's been needed. That could be the obstacle as well. Like I want something, I'm going after something. Oh, I gotta stop and heal myself first, right? Now things are taking longer. Enchantment could be that you thought you were just gonna skip over something. All right, adjacent possibilities. We have 8 of Swords coming out, self-restriction. So if you're feeling stuck or like you can't get to your goal or the thing that you want, it's something you're doing to yourself. It's something you're telling yourself you can't do, you can't have, you're stuck here, this is the way it is, yada, yada, yada. All right, enchantment. So I feel like that is. You're losing hope, you're losing faith in like magic, miracles, that type of thing. All right, 7 of Cups comes out. 7 of Cups says you have options, you have choices. In the Triple Goddess Tarot, it actually represents window shopping. Window shopping. This could be Spirit saying that you need to focus. You need to pick one. um, this could also be about like analysis paralysis, like you want to do something but you don't make a move because you're overthinking, so you're not sure what to do, so you just don't do anything. All right, with the dreams card, we have 7 of Wands coming out. It could be about dreams that you've had. It could be about dreams where you're being shown that you're highly protected. 7 of Wands is about standing your ground and being highly protected. I picked Triple Goddess Tarot. She's pushing everyone back, and there's a young child behind her. So there's this energy of having to protect someone who's vulnerable. The healing card is the outcome. It is what will happen. Scorpio energy comes out strongly with the judgment card, and it is an energy of hearing your calling. It's also about enlightenment. I feel like it's very possible there's a Scorpio out there that's been postponing or putting off their purpose or some type of spiritual guidance, some type of spiritual healing in their own right. The Fool is on the bottom, taking a leap of faith. It's going to have something to do with following your own purpose. But it's going to be a self restriction, like you did it to yourself. This is the week where Spirit puts you into alignment with that purpose. Get ready to take that leap of faith, Scorpio. All right, let's pull some guidance. Magic manifesting, big confirmations, right? Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So, all the confirmations I could possibly need, right? Sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all, and remember that love has no boundary. All right, let's pull Astrology to close it out for Scorpio. This will help with your thoughts and emotions. First one to come out, a new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon in Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. And your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Scorpio. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up and we're going to move on to Pisces. All right, let's do 59 for Pisces. Pisces, the nines could be significant. We are looking at the week of December 14th through the 20th, and we do have the Sagittarius new moon here. This is the last lunation of 2025. There's something about the nines giving me like a closure, wrapping up cycles. Something's definitely coming to an end, Pisces. All right, let's pull energy of the week from the energy oracle. We have the World card. It's number 29. Okay, so the World card, I mean, I don't think that like new opportunities are coming to an end. Very possible that you hiding from new opportunities are coming to an end. But the World card is also this energy of someone watching over you, someone like looking over your shoulder. It's this energy of feeling managed or controlled. I feel like controlled is a better word. Hostilities is on the bottom. All right, Pisces, let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have the balance card coming out. It actually shows a woman in like a ballerina costume outfit. It's more this energy of like grounding, getting your footing. You have the listening card coming out for your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. And we have purity coming out, Pisces. As your outcome, awakening is on the bottom. The listening card is okay. So I'm getting this energy. I feel like this is really specific, so I'm just going to spit it out. There's this energy of feeling like someone is watching over your every move. Maybe even like having something to say about how you do life in general. It's like they have an over opinionated type of energy. I feel that whatever this is about, it's causing you to feel like you can't get your footing, like you can't feel grounded, secure, firm foundation. The listening card, I feel like in your lesson learned, Pisces, is you need to know what to listen to. And it's in your lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. So I feel like you already know. You already know not to listen to the negativity. You already know not to listen to like the narcissistic, controlling type of energy that I'm sensing around you. And you already know to listen to spiritual guidance, ancestral guidance, your higher self, your intuition, right? It's definitely giving this energy of discernment. It's going to, it's important what you're listening to. And then purity is coming out as the outcome. I feel like whatever this energy is around you, you've been probably listening to it for a long time. And you probably have sensed, through awakening. Remember, awakening was bottom of the deck. Like spirit has probably guided you away from this energy, or asked you to remove this energy from around you so that you can purify, so that you can go through a cleansing, which is exactly what's going to happen when you remove this energy. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information for Pisces. The World card, I felt like it was someone watching over you. We have King of Cups coming out. For some of you, this could be your divine counterpart energy. For some of you, this could be masculine energy. Someone who, there's an issue of control for sure here, Pisces. King of Cups, someone that is in control of their emotions, but it's almost giving like they're in control of their emotions, but it's making you emotional. It could be this energy of like they could be pretending like they don't care, or it's not bothering them. They're not bothered, but it's causing you to be bothered. It's pretty interesting. All right, the balance card. We do have the lovers coming out. I'm most likely talking to someone on the twin flame journey, right? King of Cups, and then the lovers. It is about choosing yourself, knowing when to choose yourself so that you can heal yourself, become whole, come into a spiritual connection whole. We do have the star coming out for listening. This is Aquarius energy. This is 2 out of 3 major arcanas already. It is about bright hope for your future. It's bright hope for your future. That's what you need to be listening to. Someone's around you who is putting you down, maybe telling you can't do something, maybe telling you that you're unhealed, maybe telling you that you're bonded to them, or leave, or all of that, right? And what you need to focus on is your hope for the future. You're the outcome. So this energy move. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. 10 of Cups comes out. Happy home, happy family. All right, let's pull some guidance for Pisces. Whatever is causing the disruption in home, Pisces, just know this is the week. This is the week. I was watching, I'm a TikTok fanatic. I get in trouble for it all the time. Spirit's like, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. If you got time to watch TikTok, you got time to talk to me, right? Okay, well, I'm Rosa and I do what I want. So anyway, I like this one lady on TikTok. She is a mom of 3 kids. She's a gardening mom, right? They call it over on TikTok gardening. And she makes like iced coffees in her videos. Like she makes iced coffees and she goes out and she gardens in the mornings, like when it's quiet before her kids wake up. She's not a single mom. I just watched this video where she talks about her relationship and she says, she just blatantly calls it out. And she's like, have you ever been with a narcissist? Have you ever dated someone that like takes your things, throws different tantrums, acts immature, tries to be controlling? And it was like while she's listing all these things, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I have. Yeah, check mark, check mark, check mark. But it was that energy of you too, not just me, you too, like this everybody you do, like you see what I'm saying? And And I don't, there's something about that. There's something about knowing when you're trapped in a narcissistic relationship, an abusive relationship of any kind, really, you genuinely feel like you're the only one this is happening to in the world. Nobody knows, nobody cares. And it's like you don't want them to do, right? So you keep it all to yourself. So when someone else looks at you and says, "Hey, I know what that feels like. I've been there. I went through that. I'm not in it now, thank God, because hey, I just want to say it's not because I'm like super badass. It's forced alignment. Spirit plucked me right out of there. But my point is that that's what's about to happen to you. Spirit just eventually plucks you right out of there. It's forced alignment. Master Buddha, increased awareness is your guidance. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. You also have the Hope card. Love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. Oh my God, big confirmation. I would spirit says that. All right, let's do Moonology. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. We have nothing is yet set in stone, the mutable moon, and you and your loved ones are safe. It's new moon in Cancer. So if you're worried about your family, your children, that type of energy, that's why I love that you and your loved ones are safe card. New moon in Cancer always gives me that feeling like you and your immediate family will be okay. All right, and I just want to say like nothing is yet set in stone. Um, so I'm definitely picking up an energy of an asshole here, okay? I don't think it's you, Pisces. I think it's someone around you. But here's what I want to say. Everyone heals. Everyone heals. So don't walk away from a situation thinking, oh my God, he's gonna be narcissistic the rest of his life. That's not necessarily true. So just keep that in mind. All right. That's it. I hope that reading was helpful. I should say everybody has the ability to heal, right? Everybody has the ability to heal. Right. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like I've been picking up on this Pisces energy, and which isn't surprising because most of the people that are Pisces I work with are dealing with some type of 911 on my clock when I look at my phone. But they're dealing with some type of abuse, right? Like some type of abusive relationship, some type of controlling situation, and they're I feel like all of 2025 has been about them taking their power back and finally breaking free from some situation that they felt was like bound forever and ever, right? Like I feel like that's been really collective for Pisces energy. Again, it doesn't have to be your sun, moon, or rising. Look on your own chart. Where is Pisces for you? All right, let's do Taurus next. 1111. All right, 11111. Taurus, this is going to be for December 14th through the 20th. We do have the last new moon of 2025, which is the Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. Your energy of the week is number 34 out of the energy oracle. It's door to personal healing and happiness. Whenever I see this energy, I do say yin yang on the bottom, a strong masculine feminine balance energy. But whenever I see that door to personal healing and happiness, I always picture like there's something in the door. It shows the doorway open. It shows like a threshold. There's this energy of something's blocking your threshold. Something's blocking your doorway. Something's blocking your doorway to personal healing and happiness, right? All right, Taurus, let's find out what it is. Challenge or obstacle, we have adventure. You might have to do a traveling, but I see a butterfly, so it's possible this is about transformation. We have perception as your lesson learned. The thing that's sticking out to me on the perception card is it shows that the two faces, the happy face and the sad face, the play mask. I can't get the words today. All right, innocence and protection come out for your outcome. Okay, so the thing that's blocking your door to personal healing and happiness is going to be your own fear. Ready? And it's going to be your own fear of some type of transformation that you're going through. That transformation could feel like it's an adventure. This could be like a new job. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're starting college. Maybe you're starting a family. It's something, it's like new chapter type of energy, like new chapter of your life type of energy, right? For some of you, you could be traveling, you could actually be taking like vacations, that type of adventure. It does show the Eiffel Tower in the back, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting like you're going through some type of transformation where by the end of it, you're not going to be the same person that you are when you started, right? There's fear in whatever that transformation is, Taurus, and that's the fear that's blocking your doorway to personal healing and happiness. Perception is the lesson learned to help you with a challenge or obstacle, and that's the energy that says you need to see something from a different perspective. You need to look at it from a different angle. It's going to have something to do with it could be just duality, but I think it's more about your emotions. And I think it's about the way you hide how you feel about certain things. Innocence and protection is coming out as your outcome. This could have something to do with children, whatever it has to do with. It's highly, highly protected, spiritually protected. Divine timing is on the bottom. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like family situation. It could be like family growth. There could be like new children, new babies, new marriages, weddings. It could have something to do with two people that have known each other since childhood. It could also, it's giving twin flame vibe, but it could also be like two people who, it could be like soulmate energy. Like you feel um, really comfortable around whoever this is. Um, you may not have grown up together, but it's like you feel like you've known each other your whole life. It's giving that type of energy. And that energy could be very protective. All right. Two of Swords comes out. Door to personal healing and happiness. So that's big confirmation that it's you. You're blocking your own threshold. It's going to be your fear because Two of Swords shows her sitting on that rock with the water around her. And there's other areas that she can go to, but she stays on the one rock because she's scared that if she steps in the water, she'll drown, right? And the water is actually super shallow and all the Two of Swords energies. And the whole idea is that she could just stand up and walk through. She's not going to drown. So it's your own fear, the confirmation there. The adventure, the transformation. You have Queen of Wands coming out. You feel like an imposter. You feel like there's something that you're about to do, whatever this new chapter is for you, that you feel maybe you can't do or you're not sure how to do. Um, there's something else. The Queen of Wands is also about compassion and empathy. Taurus, I feel like you are struggling. It's in your challenges or obstacles. So it says that you're struggling with compassion and empathy. But I think it's because For some of you, Taurus, you could feel like you're struggling to trust the people around you. I'm using Triple Goddess Tarot. The Queen of Wands is surrounded by the townspeople. Their arms are raised. I mean, they could be cheering her on, but it's also this energy of aggressiveness. Um, it's this energy of not feeling comfortable in your surroundings. Right, we do have Gemini perception coming out. That is that bond. So with the lovers card coming out as your lesson learned, again, there could be someone around you that you're bonded to or connected to. And that could be like the different perception, the different looking at it from a different way is what I'm getting. But it could also be causing the happy, sad, sad, happy, emotional like influx. All right, innocence and protection. We do have Three of Pentacles coming out. So whatever is happening around you, or you feel like you're being challenged by those around you, or you feel scared to make some type of move, the move could be just choosing yourself, learning to love and heal yourself. But you are surrounded by energy. Towards you're surrounded by Three of Pentacles. Again, Triple Goddess Tarot. And the Three of Pentacles, it's three people working together. They have the same goal. They want to achieve the same thing. It is energy of respect. It's energy of every person has a piece. So every person has a position, something to do, something that's required of them. Bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is being responsible, being mature, taking responsibility, being grounded. Grounded by what I mean by grounded is you're strong in your foundation. You are not questioning who you are or where you are. All right, Taurus, here's the guidance. Keepers of the light. Krishna, devotion, trust your spirit guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. We also have higher learning. You've learned from experience. Your inner study is now required to further progress. On the bottom, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you're on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Big confirmation there, because remember, you had that Two of Swords on door to personal healing and happiness as your energy of the week. So, whatever this is, whatever it is for you, Taurus, it is only you. There's no one around you that's blocking your door to personal healing and happiness. In fact, there are people only around you who support you, respect you, and are encouraging you. They want to work with you. All right, let's pull Moonology to close it out for Taurus. Devotion and higher learning. There's more to learn, Taurus. There's more to learn. Nothing will come of the situation void of course moon. I get that card whenever I'm overthinking about something. And your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Virgo is next. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do 122:48 for Virgo. Virgo, this is going to be for the week of December 14th through December 20th. We do have Sagittarius new moon on the 19th. This is the last lunation of 2025. The next full moon will be in 2026. All right, Virgo, energy of the week, December 14th through the 20th. We have the yin yang card coming out, number 22. We have walking away, number 27 on the bottom. There is this energy of duality again, as above, so below. It's also energy of feminine and masculine. It's giving strong twin vibes. You could be walking away from belief systems that kept you in balance. It could have something to do with overgiving. All right. Virgo, we're going to look at challenge or obstacle. We have celebration. Lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. We have gratitude. Peace is the outcome. Awakening is on the bottom. All right, Virgo. Celebration being in your challenge or obstacle says that you have actually overcome something. Maybe you've already walked away from something, a stagnant belief system that didn't serve you. Maybe you've already started to balance your own inner masculine and feminine. Maybe what you're walking away from was the idea that it was about somebody else. Either way, you're struggling to see the positive. You're struggling to alchemize. You're focused, Virgo, on the pain. You're focused on the lower vibrational energy of whatever it is. You're struggling to pull the positives. Peace is the outcome. I'm getting this strong energy, Virgo, like whatever this is, it's already happened. It's already occurred. This is the week where you start to be able to see why something had to happen a certain way. You start to see how it worked out in your favor because it happened that way. You start to find peace of mind. All right, we have the Two of Cups coming out. So yin yang, hers, right? It's definitely giving that energy. I'm using Triple Goddess Tarot. The snake is slithering away in the Two of Cups picture. So I do feel like this could have something to do with a relationship. It could have something to do with twin flame journey. It could be someone who is just now realizing that it's about the purpose and not the person, right? All right, so Eight of Cups is coming out on top of celebration. Eight of Cups says you are leaving something behind. You're walking away from something. But the interesting part is that when people see the Eight Cups, they don't understand what's in the cups that they're walking away. Okay, so what was in the cups was love, unconditional love, your memories, your happiness, your joy, right? These are the things in the cups. And it's not that you're leaving the Eight of Cups with your happiness, joy, and memories and all of that in those cups. You're taking that with you. The only thing that you're leaving is the idea that you were done, that this was it, that there wasn't more to your journey. Because remember, the goal is 10 cups. So he's walking away from the Eight of Cups because he's going towards his Two of Cups. I think it's possible, Virgo, that you thought you had found your soulmate. You thought you had found your other half. You thought you had found the person you would spend the rest of your life with, something like this, right? And again, I don't feel like this is new. I don't feel like this is happening to Virgo now. I think the Sagittarius new moon is just making you realize like why it had to happen. You're able to now find your purpose. You're able to now find your own inner balance, and you're able to heal and go towards equal effort. Whoever you thought this person was, like whoever this energy, this reading is about, this past person that's not with you anymore, it's like you knew all along that you were overgiving. You knew all along that you were doing too much. You knew all along that there wasn't equal effort. And now you're going towards that equal effort. All right. So the magician comes out on top of gratitude. This is about you manifesting. This is about you creating the life that you want. The peace card, we have the Queen of Swords coming out. Queen of Swords is about standing up for yourself. It's also about speaking your truth. So speaking your truth. I will say I'm in Triple Goddess Tarot, she's throwing her mask down to the floor. So it could be this energy of you're not pretending anymore. You're done pretending, mask off, you're ready to move forward. All right, let's pull guidance for Virgo. We have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. We also have Archangel Michael, my absolute favorite. Trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to occur. I feel like you're on the brink of manifesting something huge, but your lower vibrational thoughts definitely could be keeping that back. Conclusions are within reach. It's an eclipse. And a personal issue reaches a resolution. It's full moon in Cancer. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to Capricorn. I love that it finally feels like we're moving in some type of rhythm. Definitely a shaky start tonight. All right, Capricorn, let's do 13048. And this is going to be for the week of December 14th through December 20th. You do have the Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. Energy Oracle, we have Storm Warning number 10 coming out. We do have Walking Away on the bottom. It's definitely giving strong fourth alignment. It's giving energy of clearing the path. A path is being cleared. It's been feeling like you've been spinning your wheels, stuck, stagnant, not able to move forward. The path is being cleared. All right, challenge or obstacle, we have expression. Lesson learned, we have sanctuary. Outcome, we have nature. Guardian angel is on the bottom. I do feel that you are protected. I do feel, Capricorn, that you are in your sanctuary. I feel that you're struggling to express yourself. I think that's what the path is that's being cleared so that you're able to say something, express yourself in some way. Um, it's got something to do with being able to be truthful about a situation. I know nature is the outcome, but I'm getting more of this energy like something comes natural to you. Whatever you're fixing to do, it's something that comes natural. All right, Nine of Pentacles comes out. So the storm warning, the twister that's clearing the path is going to have something to do with your financial independence. Something to do with you being able to take care of yourself, have the means to take care of yourself. All right, expression. We do have the death card coming out, Scorpio energy. It is going to be about closing some old chapter out. You're struggling to let something go that you know is holding you back. Sanctuary, we have Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good fortune, things start to bend in your favor. I do feel that things will start to bend in your favor because you start being more protective of who has access to your energy. And then the nature card, again, I felt like it was something that just comes natural. And we have the star coming out, bright hope for your future, clean slate, fresh start. Three major arcana coming out for Capricorn. It does get this energy of divinely fated energy. Spirit steps in this week. It does have something to do with your finances or your ability to stand on your own 2 feet. The Diana card comes out. Focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. Freya is on the bottom. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. All right, let's do Monology. Whatever this is, Capricorn, you waited. Like you waited and you were scared to do something. So it's like Spirit steps in and does it. And now you're just there and you have to take that first step. A win-win outcome is forecast. It's full moon in Libra. And here it is, buddy. Work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that was helpful. Gemini, welcome. All right, it's time for the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm tired. I want to rush through them. It's been a long day, and Spirit's totally making me slow down. I had my grandson this morning. I had several meetings and appointments this afternoon. I know it's all 12 signs. So I know we're not going to make it through like a short period. But I thought we were on a pretty good flow there for a second. The Krishna mantra is playing. It's from Hymns of Creation. There's going to be something about the Krishna that's sticking out. We just saw that card in the Keepers of the Light Oracle by Kyle Gray. It's very possible, Gemini, that you have a very spiritually, I don't know, enlightened week. All right, let's start with Gemini. Let's do 13828. The eights could be significant, Gemini. Before I started your energy, I feel like Spirit was asking me to slow down, so that could be significant as well. I mean, it could just be me. We are looking at the week of December 14th through the 20th. You do have the Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. This is the last lunation of 2025. The next one is the full moon of be January 2026. There's this energy of slowing down in order to wrap something up, in order to give something your fullest attention. All right, let's start with the energy of the week for Gemini. I am using the energy oracle. Rest and rejuvenation. That's definitely energy of slowing down, right? Energy of going within. First chakra, Archangel Michael is on the bottom. Second time we've seen Archangel Michael tonight. Archangel Michael is the one that protects those of us on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. I think, I don't know what, I'm getting energy of Christ consciousness as well. Gemini, you're trying to be a speaker, trying to keep the peace. You're trying to be the protector. Um, there's going to be something about that root chakra card we saw, which is remember where you came from. There's something about that. All right, Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to look at your challenge or obstacle December 14th through the 20th. You have the Harmony card. So big confirmation. I feel like you're trying to keep the peace. You have the Love card in your lesson learned. And you have the Hope card in your outcome. I will say, Gemini, the Hope card does look like she's praying for something. The interesting part is it's a card that speaks on abundance. Um, there's this energy of you getting something you wanted and you're praying for it to continue. Beauty is on the bottom. It gives us the energy of being able to see the beauty of the situation. I feel like there's a lot of alchemy, a lot of alchemizing this week with all 12 signs. All right, Two of Wands comes out with rest and rejuvenation. Two of Wands is you could be okay. One, it could have something to do with be patient, but I think it's more about expectations. Two of Wands has always been high expectations. I don't think that it's you that has high expectations. I think that there's a lot being asked of you. That means others around you have high expectations. That's why rest and rejuvenation is your energy of the week. All right, harmony is you over giving. So you're not resting and you're not rejuvenating because you're too busy trying to keep the peace. The death card comes out again. Strong Scorpio energy. We're closing that out. Like that chapter is done. Hey, as we move into 2026, this whole world is experiencing massively. We're all realizing very quickly how important our peace is. And we're also realizing very quickly how, like, we're not willing to let it go. We're not willing to go back to the chaos. We're not willing to let anyone take our peace. With the love card, Two of Cups comes out. With the Hope card, Empress comes out. Queen of Swords again on the bottom. Queen of Swords is sometimes seen as someone who is very blunt, rude, inconsiderate, mean. But the Queen of Swords is also about standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. You could have some Queen of Swords energy around you, Gemini, but for you, it's going to be about standing up for yourself. Two of Cups, falling on the love card, is equal effort, partnership. This is lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle, and the challenge or obstacle was keeping the peace. The outcome, Gemini, was the Hope card. It's the Empress, which is about love, fertility, abundance, but it shows this rabbit in the Triple Goddess Tarot. And it's this picture, it's this energy of vibrant, young, hopeful, inspiring. I think it's possible that you're overgiving, Gemini, and I think this is the week where, again, forced alignment, where you stand up for yourself and ask for equal effort in return. And I think it's possible that the energy is either met quickly, in other words, people get on board quickly, or you're inspired to do something new, exciting, and maybe even unexpected for yourself. All right, let's pull guidance. We have the Faith card. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. The Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. I definitely feel this is a week of intervention for Gemini. It says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. All right, let's do Moonology to close it out. It's going to help with your thoughts and emotions. A time for healing, the cosmic moon comes out. Hold your vision, the fixed moon comes out. And show the world the real you, full moon and Aquarius. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to Libra. It definitely feels like there's a little bit of a shift in energy from the fire signs, water signs, and even the earth signs to the air signs. The air signs seem to be a little off on their own. All right, let's timestamp Libra. Let's do 149 even because I said it. All right, Libra, this is going to be for December 14th through the 20th. The 14th itself could be significant for you. You do have Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. Energy of the week, I'm going from the energy oracle. You have cornucopia. It's number 11, getting all the things that you want. Angel of balance is on the bottom. It talks about moderation. Pretty interesting because cornucopia is over. It's overly. It's more than you need. Angel of balance talks about moderation and not being too anything, right? Pretty interesting. All right, let's pull challenge or obstacle for Libra, December 14th through the 20th. We have compassion coming out. Lesson learned, we have change coming out. And kindred spirits. It's going to be the outcome. Union is on the bottom. I don't think this is a week of getting what you want, Libra. I think this is the week of getting what you need. It's the week of getting what you need. All right, Five of Cups comes out, so a little confirmation there, landing on cornucopia. Five of Cups is loss, sadness, despair. I'm not saying that's what you're feeling this week. I believe you've already experienced whatever the loss is, but you definitely wanted more of something or more of something to happen. And Spirit's asking you to focus on the experiences you had and what you'll take away from those experiences. Compassion, you have the Devil card coming out. It's the Crone card in Triple Goddess Tarot. It is energy of breaking free from karmic or toxic energies. This is in your challenge or obstacle. So it's like you could be being hard on yourself when it comes to breaking free from something that's toxic or unhealthy for you. The change card is in your lessons learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. The change card shows her like standing outdoors. She's wearing the shawl. It's being like ripped to shreds by the wind. There's this owl sitting up in the tree, which does talk about wisdom. You're going through some type of change, but you're definitely going to gain some type of wisdom. I think the wisdom that you're going to gain is being able to heal whatever the toxicity is or the karmic cycle. We have Chariot coming out. The Chariot is a major arcana again, and it is the energy of victory is already yours. So quickly. And then Kindred Spirits, we have Six of Swords coming out. I'm not really getting like soul. I'm not getting like a. Doesn't matter. It's a close relationship, and Six of Swords Spirit is guiding you or directing you in that situation. You may not have gotten what you wanted, Libra, but Spirit is helping you heal yourself and those around you. Let's pull some guidance. Keepers of the Light Oracle. We have Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. You also have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, the confirmation. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. All right, acknowledge to close it out. Just because a situation didn't work out the way you wanted it the first time or the second time doesn't mean it won't the third time. Just because something in your past didn't work out the way you thought it was going to doesn't mean it won't later in your future. It's giving that type of vibe. All right, a new start is coming, new moon, and remember we do have the Sagittarius new moon on December 19th. You are good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. On the bottom, step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. All right. Aquarius is next, and we made it through all 12 signs. One more time. All right, guys, I will be back next week. We're going to look at the week of the 21st through the 27th. We're going to look at solstice, winter solstice energy. Well, I guess solstice, but wherever you're at. I'm in North America, so we're having the winter solstice. All right, Aquarius, let's timestamp and let's do 1:55:11. All right. This is going to be for the week of December 14th through the 20th. Remember, Aquarius, we do have Sagittarius new moon coming in on the 19th. Energy of the week, we have the victory card coming out. It's number 28. I do see the community card on the bottom. Using the vintage wisdom oracle for challenge or obstacle, the truth card comes out. Surrender comes out as lesson learned, and transition comes out as your outcome union is on the bottom. Again, some forced spiritual alignment with the Sagittarius moon. The victory is yours because Spirit is putting you into alignment. The truth is, your challenge or obstacle with truth is you've been struggling to see the truth in a situation. That's why Spirit isn't having to bring you in this forced alignment energy. Surrender is lesson learned. So it's like you've already experienced something like this before. You already know to surrender to the journey, to the path, to whatever the transformation is that you're going through. And transition is what happens. That's you going through that change. It's you releasing whatever it was, whatever truth you were trying to either ignore or not see. It's like now you're being forced to see it. All right, Aquarius, let's do Triple Goddess Tarot. We'll clarify a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information. Nine of Pentacles comes out for that victory, financial independence, being able to do something on your own. Five of Wands does come out for the Truth card. Five of Wands says that you're struggling to, again, see the truth. It's challenging for you to see the truth for whatever reason. Queen of Pentacles comes out for surrender. Queen of Pentacles says be kind to yourself. It's also the energy of imposter syndrome. You may feel like you're not ready to do something, or you're not, like, who are you to have um, Spirit help you or align you, that type of energy. The transition card says it happens. Wow. The healer It's the healer card. It's the mentor card and Rider-Waite. And Triple Goddess Tarot, it's actually called the Teacher. It is definitely spiritual alignment, spiritual connection. It is definitely spirit aligning you. But the interesting part, Aquarius, pay attention to the animals around you, because in this card, it shows her like surrounded by birds and squirrels. And the idea is that she's communicating with nature, she's communicating with the energy around her. So pay attention to the animals around you, Aquarius. Do you have Knight of Pentacles on the bottom? Is this energy of getting to work? All right, guidance. You have care and compassion. I don't know what it is. Allergies. I don't. It says choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. You also have higher learning. You have learned from experience. More in your study is required to further your progress. Faith is on the bottom. Let's do Moonology to close it out. All right, Aquarius, you got balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's full moon in Pisces. Communication is key. It's new moon in Gemini. And look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. All right, Aquarius, that's going to be your reading for December 14th to the 20th. I hope it was helpful, guys. Make sure to tap that like button for me. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Very possible that we'll come on with a music and tarot this weekend, so keep that in mind. If not, I will be back on Tuesday with Love and Astrology, where we're going to look at the week of December 21st through the 27th, and we'll touch on that winter solstice energy. Thank you, moderator ladies, for coming in and hanging out with me and keeping the timestamps. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Again, I do apologize for the delay at the beginning. I'm going to go take care of that right now, right? All right, guys, I'll see everyone next week. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.